Evolution of a trader. Welcome to Monday. Yeah, as far as those last two videos, stoked on everybody who listened. Shout out to the people who reached out for help. I realized that I don't have as much diligence in my responding to all the messages and stuff. I just saw everybody and I hit everybody up. So if you did message me or leave a comment before, go ahead and look for that response because I do appreciate you guys' help. So anyway, just fast forwarding in today, I am, really focusing in on my rules and my plans and really trying to remember what I lose, like what situations make me lose, and avoiding those at all costs, or like what situations result in a loss. Not that they make me lose. I do this shit myself, but anyway, semantics. This ARCI situation, it was a split, but I just saw some volume coming in, and there was a short sell restriction on it, so I just was checking it out and saw a potential squeeze situation going on. It already had jumped up 50 cents or something like that from 50 cents from the open. So I did hop in for a smaller size, which I'm going to try and work with right now as I adjust and fine tune my strategy. In hindsight, this is obviously where I should have got out. I was looking at it. I was looking for it to go longer, go higher. It was a 5-to-1 reverse or something like that. So it was well past like where it normally is. And I was just looking for this thing to fucking break, at least to like 450 or something. But so I did hold on to that, and was ignoring this long ass wick. And at the same time, I saw the volume hitting heavy. And as you can see, it's like all buy orders. So I just thought that it was going, and that ended up not being the case. I think it stopped out for a little bit of a loss, like right in that VWAP area. Yeah, this is where it kind of dipped down on me, but I really try not to just sell off on those dips. There's me checking I think I was checking my buying power to see in case it did drop down to like 370 or something, if I could hop in for another, add to my order or add to my size, just in case, because that is part of the going on the smaller side. I am looking to do that just in case, because I do want to try holding a little bit longer. And in my past, I would have gotten out on that candle at like 420, but a lot of times what happens is I get out on that and then it just keeps fucking going, and then I'm fucked. Or not I'm fucked, but I just left $1 profit on the table. So I'm looking to hold, but then on the flip side of that, I hold it a little bit, like in this situation, and it drops down $1 on me. So what I'm looking to do is have those smaller sizes. I mean, this is at least a variation of the plan. The original plan is watch it run. But on that, like 1B section of the plan is, if it does have an insane drop, go ahead and add my size and try and lower my average cost. So yeah, that's where I got out on the VWAP, just as looking like trash. I did have that feeling though, I thought that there was going to be a squeeze coming in. So, I didn't let this one go. I was holding my attention over here just for a little bit longer. I think I made a couple more plays on this one. So yeah, it's right around. It's a little bit before that. You can see it's kind of hard to see the green candles, but I did see that volume start to kick back up, and I went ahead and hopped in on that one, looking for that little pseudo cup and handle type situation. But then I recognized, as with my last trade, with that tall wick, it was making the same kind of movement as this one, like very weak, even though there was a lot of buyers and a lot of volume, and a lot of bids and a lot of volume. It just, still wasn't blasting off. So at this time, I was like, fuck this, I'm just going to take the profit. Which isn't a bad idea when you think about a plan, as far as like, that initial play, you take the risk to let that one run, and then if it doesn't run the second time around, you don't wait and you take that profit like as soon as it's showing similar signs as the previous trade. Something I just thought about right now. So with this one was kind of a bitter situation. I hopped in again because I just was looking at the level 2, and it just seemed like it wanted to go up. If you look at that chart, it's a little choppy, but that's a strong, obvious bull flag. And I hopped in, a little bit high. And once those asks started piling in on 411, I was like, fuck it, because I'm not going to waste my time. And then sure enough, as soon as I sell, motherfucker just blasts off on me. It's whatever. Right here, it hit a halt, which was convenient for me because I'm still working on that, looking back at it right now. And I tell you, it's whatever, and I mean it. But, in the moment is a little more frustration. Definitely a little bit of that FOMO, like, God damn it, I just missed that play. Okay, let me wait for a next one. And, a lot of times there really isn't a next one, but you want there to be, or at least I want there to be. So I'll force one, per se, rather than, keeping an eye. If you look at that first market candle, or that market open candle, that's my ADD just cruising around. I figured I had 5 minutes. I would just wait it out, see what else we had going on. I think I did end up trading GLN like later in the day for a little bit of a loss, which kind of put me in the red. I ended up, with all my ARCI trades, it did end up coming back into the green like $20-$30 or something like that, but then went ahead and traded the GLNC or GNLN. And so, okay, so here we go. After that halt, I just had a feeling that this thing was, it was reaching its peak, and I thought 470 was going to be around the peak. But what do we fucking know where it's gonna peak? I just knew that whole range above 450 after that halt was gonna be well overextended, because this thing was only supposed to be at 350, so I just saw that happening, and then I kept an eye, and then as soon as I saw that big wick, I just knew that it was going to be the case. And at this point, I saw that the precursors of the trade halt, and I just knew. I mean, I didn't know, but I didn't want to take the risk of where it was going to go after that. I know a lot of traders that I follow would see that and be like, oh yeah, like it just dropped 50 cents on a trade halt, or it got halted because it just dropped so hard, like it's going to drop even more. But I'm just not there. In my confidence of trading halts and stuff to want to do that. My goal originally was $4, but when that halt happened, I was like, fuck it, I'm just getting out with my profits. I was still in that mentality of fuck it, just take the trade and don't let it go against you again. And then of course, it goes down. Should just change this channel to of course. ... Of course. Because that seems to be the theme, But anyway, yeah. So that trade put me back into the green, which I was content with at the time. And, I'm still working on that. Baby steps, man. I'm working right now. I was able to identify my trade opportunities, minimize my risk, and capitalize on my opportunities and go into the green. And now the next step, for me at least, is not trading after that, walking away with the profit that I had. I always end up giving the market a little bit more time, rather than walking away at 7 o'clock in the morning with $30 in my pocket. I'll stay for another hour, and all the while I'll end up trading something rather than and usually that something ends up being nothing. Like some stupid, like, oh, maybe if I hold JMIA all night, it'll work its way out, or some bullshit. And, that doesn't mix with my patience. So I sit there and I keep trading, and it drops a little bit. And rather than me sticking to my plan for a hold on the day, I end up fucking getting out when it goes 20 cents down, and I lose my profits, and then this and that, and just a stupid case of situation. So I think I really need to just hold out on, if I do sit around in the market till 7:38, I think I need to I know I need to just not trade things unless there is a crazy ass run up like ARCI or something out of the ordinary, like the volatility that we always look for as day traders, as momentum traders. I need to just hold out and have an even higher scrutiny now. I fortunately didn't end up blowing up my account and losing $500, but I ended up losing like $50 or some bullshit. So, yeah, that's it. But lesson learned. For the most part, it was a solid day. I'm going to take that win and put it in my back pocket and be ready for tomorrow.